Discover the fascinating behind-the-scenes story of Total Recall, 1990, Paul Verhoeven's sci-fi masterpiece starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Adapted from Philip K. Dick's 1966 story, this iconic film blends action, satire, and mind-bending twists, captivating audiences with its groundbreaking effects and ambiguous narrative. From a 15-year development saga to innovative animatronics, Total Recall overcame immense challenges to become a cultural phenomenon, grossing $261.4 million and earning an Oscar. In this article, we uncover 25-plus little-known facts about its creation, including Schwarzenegger's Ad-Libs, Mexico City's gritty sets, and the debated ending. Whether you're a sci-fi fan or curious about cinematic history, these insights reveal the ambition and artistry behind this genre-defining classic. Dive into the secrets of Total Recall and explore its lasting impact on film and pop culture. Share your favorite fact in the comments. In 1974, writers Ronald Schwarzenegger and Dan O'Bannon acquired rights to Philip K. Dick's story, launching a 15-year development saga. The script underwent 40 drafts, with contributions from writers like David Kindlon and Gary Goldman, struggling to balance Dick's cerebral themes with Hollywood's action demands. Studios hesitated due to high costs and the challenge of depicting Mars. The project bounced between Universal and De Laurentiis Entertainment Group, stalling until Carolco Pictures greenlit it in 1988, driven by Schwarzenegger's star power. This prolonged process highlights the difficulty of adapting introspective sci-fi into a blockbuster, with creative and financial hurdles shaping its evolution into a genre-defining film. Over a dozen directors, including David Cronenberg, Richard Rush, and Louis Teague, were attached during the film's development, reflecting its challenging vision. Each brought a unique approach: Cronenberg's surrealism, Rush's drama, but none aligned with producers' commercial goals. Creative clashes and studio indecision led to frequent turnovers. Paul Verhoeven, fresh from RoboCop, 1987, joined in 1988, his blend of action and satire proving ideal, as noted by Collider. His ability to merge spectacle with subversive commentary resolved years of directorial instability, delivering a cohesive vision. The array of directors underscores the project's complexity, with Verhoeven's arrival marking a turning point that shaped Total Recall into a bold, accessible sci-fi epic, balancing philosophical depth with mainstream appeal. David Cronenberg spent a year in the mid-1880s developing a surreal, psychological version of Total Recall, closer to Dick's introspective story. He envisioned William Hurt as Quaid, emphasizing mental unraveling over action with Kafkaesque imagery and body horror. Producers, including Dino De Laurentiis, rejected this as too cerebral, favoring a blockbuster approach. Cronenberg's departure, marked by frustration, left a what-if scenario, with fans imagining a darker film. His vision influenced later drafts, retaining traces of psychological ambiguity. The clash highlights Hollywood's preference for spectacle over introspection, a recurring challenge in Dick adaptations. Cronenberg's brief tenure underscores the film's tortured path, with his ideas subtly shaping its final form despite his exit. Arnold Schwarzenegger discovered the script in 1982, post-Conan the Barbarian, and saw Quaid as a role to showcase his charisma. He lobbied producer Dino De Laurentiis to revive the project when it stalled at De Laurentiis Entertainment Group due to financial woes. His persistence, bolstered by hits like The Terminator, 1984, convinced Carolco Pictures to back the film in 1988, with him as the lead. Schwarzenegger's advocacy shifted the tone toward action, aligning with his larger-than-life persona. His involvement not only resurrected the project, but also ensured its commercial viability, making it a high-stakes vehicle for his growing stardom. This pivotal push underscores the power of star influence in navigating Hollywood's uncertainties, cementing Total Recall as a Schwarzenegger classic. In 1987, Patrick Swayze, riding Dirty Dancing's success, was cast as Quaid with director Bruce Beresford attached. Pre-production advanced, promising a dramatic, emotionally nuanced take, leveraging Swayze's agility and depth. De Laurentiis Entertainment Group's bankruptcy halted progress, opening the door for Schwarzenegger when Carolco acquired the rights. Screen Rant suggests Swayze's version might have prioritized drama over spectacle, altering the film's tone. The shift to Schwarzenegger redefined Total Recall as an action-driven blockbuster, aligning with market trends. Swayze's near-casting highlights the project's volatility, with financial instability reshaping its trajectory. This moment underscores how chance and economics influence casting, steering the film toward its iconic high-energy identity while leaving fans to ponder an alternate vision. Total Recall's $65 million budget made it one of 1990's priciest films, surpassing Die Hard 2, $62 million. Initially set at $50 million, costs escalated due to groundbreaking effects, elaborate sets, and Mexico City filming. Animatronics, miniatures, and matte paintings for Mars pushed expenses higher. Carolco's investment reflected confidence in Schwarzenegger's draw and Verhoeven's vision. The budget's growth mirrored the film's ambition, aiming for technical excellence in a pre-CGI era. Despite risks, the gamble paid off, with the film's visual spectacle driving its success. The Blowout underscores the high stakes of blockbuster filmmaking, where innovation demands significant resources, positioning Total Recall as a technical marvel that justified its cost through global box office triumph. Filming at Estudios Churubusco in Mexico City saved $10 million compared to U.S. locations. The city's subway stations and abandoned factories doubled as the Mars colony, blending urban decay with futuristic aesthetics. The choice was cost-effective but challenging due to high altitude and pollution, impacting cast and crew health. The gritty, tangible settings grounded the film's sci-fi premise, enhancing its dystopian feel. Logistics required meticulous planning, with local crews adapting to Hollywood demands. Mexico City's unique landscape, as described by Mental Floss, lent authenticity, making Mars vivid and immersive. This decision reflects the balance of budget and vision, showcasing how location shapes a film's identity while overcoming environmental obstacles to deliver a visually striking world. Effects artist Rob Bottin, known for The Thing, 1982, crafted Total Recall's iconic mutants, including Kuato, using animatronics and prosthetics. His team spent months on designs, like the mutant baby, prioritizing tactile realism. Foam, latex, and mechanical components brought creatures to life, blending grotesque and sympathetic elements. Bottin's work, consuming significant budget, set a practical effects benchmark, earning an Oscar. His approach ensured mutants felt organic, enhancing the film's emotional depth. The process required intense collaboration, with puppeteers and technicians syncing movements. Bottin's legacy, as noted by Den of Geek, lies in creating believable sci-fi horror, making Total Recall a visual milestone that influenced future genre films through its groundbreaking craftsmanship. Kuato, the mutant leader, was a puppet operated by 15 puppeteers, with Marshall Bell's face and voice. Emerging from Quaid's torso, the mechanical construct required Schwarzenegger to wear a harness for alignment. Puppeteers, hidden beneath the set, used cables and hydraulics for fluid motion, creating a shocking reveal. The scene's complexity demanded precise coordination, making it a technical triumph. Kuato's design blended horror and humanity, amplifying the film's themes of rebellion. The puppetry process, detailed by sci-fi, showcased practical effects power, immersing audiences in Mars' world. This iconic moment remains a testament to the film's innovative spirit, with Kuato's visceral presence leaving a lasting impact on sci-fi cinema and fan discussions. Sharon Stone, as Laurie, Quaid's deceptive wife, trained in martial arts for her fight scenes, showcasing fierce physicality. Her performance, blending charm and menace, impressed Verhoeven, leading to her Basic Instinct, 1992, role. Stone's ability to shift from seductive to lethal, as noted by Den of Geek, marked her transition to A-list status. Her work added psychological tension, enriching the narrative. Months of preparation ensured her scenes were dynamic, contrasting with the film's action-heavy tone. Stone's Breakout underscores Total Recall's role in launching careers, with her commanding presence elevating a supporting role into a memorable performance that resonated with audiences and shaped her Hollywood trajectory. Rachel Ticotin, playing Melina, performed most stunts, including sliding down a Martian cliff after weeks of training with a coordinator. Her commitment lent authenticity to Melina's resilience, grounding the action in gritty realism. Contrasting Stone's polished Laurie, Ticotin's rugged performance, as highlighted by Facts.net, made Melina a fan favorite. Her physicality emphasized the character's defiance, enhancing the film's stakes. The training process built confidence, allowing Ticotin to execute complex sequences seamlessly. Her stunt work reflects the film's demand for tangible action, with Melina's strength amplifying its feminist undertones. Ticotin's contribution underscores how actors' dedication shapes a film's impact, making Melina a vital part of Total Recall's enduring appeal. Michael Ironside, as villainous Richter, broke his ankle during a chase in Mexico City's subway. Despite pain, he continued filming, with his limp visible in shots, adding authenticity to Richter's relentless pursuit. His rugged performance, noted by Facts.net, made Richter a standout antagonist. Ironside's perseverance mirrored the production's resilience, overcoming physical setbacks. His commanding presence heightened the film's tension, with Richter's doggedness amplifying Quaid's peril. The injury, though challenging, enriched the character's intensity, showcasing Ironside's professionalism. This incident highlights how real-world obstacles can enhance a film's grit, with Ironside's commitment ensuring Richter's menace resonated, contributing to Total Recall's dynamic villainy and lasting impact. Ronny Cox, after playing RoboCop's Dick Jones, was cast as Velos Cohagen, Mars's tyrannical governor. Verhoeven chose Cox for his smug corporate authority, a trait defining both roles. Cox infused Cohagen with megalomaniacal menace, blending arrogance and cruelty, as per CBR. His performance elevated the film's villainy, making Cohagen a memorable foe. Cox's familiarity with Verhoeven's style ensured a nuanced portrayal, balancing menace with subtle wit. His casting reflects the film's continuity with RoboCop, leveraging Cox's strengths to anchor its dystopian themes. Cox's Encore underscores Total Recall's ability to craft compelling antagonists, with Cohagen's presence amplifying the narrative's stakes and resonating with audiences. The film's graphic violence, like the escalator shootout, earned 5X ratings from the MPAA. Scenes of dismemberment and gore were deemed excessive, forcing Verhoeven to cut 30 seconds to secure an R rating. The trims softened the intensity but preserved the visceral impact, reflecting Verhoeven's uncompromising vision, as noted by Sci-Fi. The process sparked debates about censorship, with Verhoeven balancing artistic intent and commercial needs. The cuts highlight the era's strict ratings standards, shaping the film's final form. Despite reductions, the violence retained its shock value, contributing to Total Recall's bold identity and sparking discussions about artistic freedom in Hollywood blockbusters. The escalator shootout, where Quaid uses a human shield, used pig blood and 200 squibs on extras for hyper-realistic gore. The chaotic, blood-soaked scene shocked test audiences, with some walking out per sci-fi. Verhoeven's use of practical effects pushed R-rating boundaries, creating a visceral impact. The sequence's intensity underscored his commitment to raw violence, amplifying the film's stakes. The real blood added authenticity, immersing viewers in Quaid's brutal world. This controversial moment reflects Total Recall's fearless approach, with the shootout's graphic nature sparking debates about violence in cinema while cementing its reputation as a daring, unforgettable action spectacle that challenged audience expectations. The ending, where Quaid and Melina witness Mars's terraformation, questions whether it's reality or a recall dream. Verhoeven intended it as a dream, aligning with Dick's themes, while Schwarzenegger argued it's real, emphasizing Quaid's triumph. This ambiguity, as discussed on X, fuels fan debates about perception and reality. The open-ended conclusion invites philosophical reflection, a hallmark of Dick's work. Verhoeven's direction ensures both interpretations are valid, enhancing replay value. The debate underscores Total Recall's intellectual depth, distinguishing it from typical action films. Its enigmatic finale remains a cultural touchstone, inspiring analyses and discussions that highlight its lasting relevance in sci-fi cinema. Schwarzenegger improvised lines like, "Consider that a divorce," after shooting Laurie, adding humor to Verhoeven's dark tone. Suggested on set, the line balanced violence with wit, showcasing his comedic timing, per CBR. His charisma broadened the film's appeal, making Quaid relatable. Other ad-libs infused levity, softening the intensity. The process reflects Schwarzenegger's collaborative spirit, enhancing the script's dynamism. His contributions highlight the actor's role in shaping tone, ensuring Total Recall resonated with diverse audiences. The iconic line became a pop culture staple, underscoring his influence and the film's blend of action and humor, cementing its status as a genre classic. The Mars colony sets, built in a Mexico City warehouse, used 45 tons of red sand, costing $2 million to mimic the planet. Art director Jose Rodriguez blended futuristic and industrial elements, creating a vivid dystopia, per Mental Floss. Neon-lit bars and tunnels added immersion, grounding the sci-fi premise. The design's authenticity enhanced the narrative, making Mars tangible. Construction required local crews, balancing budget and vision. The set's scale reflected the film's ambition, captivating audiences with a believable off-world colony. This meticulous design remains a benchmark, influencing sci-fi aesthetics and showcasing how environment shapes storytelling in Total Recall's enduring world. Scenes of Mars's thin atmosphere exposure used animatronic heads and prosthetics for bulging eye effects. Schwarzenegger held his breath to simulate suffocation, adding realism, per Den of Geek. Rob Bottin's effects created haunting visuals, emphasizing the planet's harshness. The sequence's intensity heightened stakes, immersing viewers in Quaid's peril. The practical approach ensured visceral impact, distinguishing the film in a pre-CGI era. The realism sparked audience reactions, with the scene's horror resonating long after. This technical achievement underscores Total Recall's commitment to authentic effects, making the oxygen scene an iconic moment that amplified its sci-fi horror and lasting cultural impact. The recall machine, a $500,000 animatronic chair, was operated by 10 technicians to simulate brain implantation. Featuring synchronized lights and moving parts, it grounded the sci-fi premise, per Den of Geek. The rig's complexity reflected the film's practical effects focus, enhancing immersion. Technicians ensured seamless operation, creating a believable memory device. The machine's design amplified the narrative's psychological stakes, questioning reality. Its creation required intense coordination, showcasing technical ambition. The recall machine's impact lies in its tangible presence, making Total Recall's world credible and contributing to its reputation as a visual and thematic innovator in sci-fi cinema. Philip K. Dick, who died in 1982, disliked early scripts for deviating from his story's focus on memory and identity. He felt the action-heavy approach diluted its philosophy, per Collider. His estate earned $1 million for rights, despite his objections. Dick's disapproval reflects tensions in adapting cerebral sci-fi for Hollywood. His influence persisted, with the film retaining thematic ambiguity. The conflict highlights challenges in balancing literary vision and commercial demands, a recurring issue in Dick adaptations. His legacy endures in Total Recall's philosophical undertones, ensuring its depth despite deviations, cementing its status as a thought-provoking adaptation. Total Recall grossed $261.4 million worldwide, $119.4 million domestically, on a $65 million budget, ranking 7th in 1990, behind Home Alone. Schwarzenegger's global appeal and Verhoeven's bold direction drove success, particularly in Japan and Europe. The film's profitability validated Carolco's investment, proving its commercial viability. Strong marketing and positive word of mouth fueled its run, as per Box Office Mojo. The success highlighted the era's appetite for high-concept sci-fi, positioning Total Recall as a blockbuster triumph. Its financial achievement underscores its cultural impact, cementing its place as a genre-defining hit that resonated with diverse audiences. The film won a Special Achievement Oscar for visual effects, beating Dick Tracy. Rob Bottin's mutant designs and Mars sequences set a practical effects standard, per Collider. The award recognized technical innovation, influencing science fiction filmmaking. Bottin's team blended animatronics and prosthetics, creating believable creatures. The Oscar highlighted Total Recall's visual ambition, showcasing pre-CGI craftsmanship. The effects' realism amplified the narrative, immersing audiences. This achievement underscores the film's technical legacy, with its groundbreaking visuals inspiring future genre films and affirming the enduring power of practical effects in cinematic storytelling. Jerry Goldsmith's score, with a 90-piece orchestra, blended electronic and orchestral elements for Mars's alien vibe. Last-minute edits rushed the process, frustrating Goldsmith, per Collider. Despite challenges, the score's soaring themes enhanced the film's epic scope, becoming a fan favorite. The controversy reflects production pressures, yet Goldsmith's work amplified the narrative's stakes. Recorded under tight deadlines, the soundtrack's impact lies in its immersive quality, complementing Verhoeven's vision. Its legacy endures in sci-fi music, with fans praising its intensity. The controversy underscores Total Recall's chaotic creation, yet the score's quality solidified its role in the film's lasting appeal. Mexico City's severe pollution during filming caused respiratory issues, with Schwarzenegger using oxygen tanks between takes, per facts.net. The high altitude exacerbated challenges, requiring medical support for crew. The conditions tested the production's resilience, with logistics adapted to protect health. Pollution shaped the shoot's gritty atmosphere, mirroring the film's dystopian tone. The crew's perseverance ensured completion, reflecting dedication. This environmental hurdle highlights the physical toll of ambitious filmmaking, with Mexico City's challenges adding authenticity to Total Recall's world. The ordeal underscores how external factors shape production, contributing to the film's raw, immersive quality and lasting impact. Early scripts detailed Mars mutants as radiation victims from Cohoggen's mining, adding socio-political depth. Cut to focus on action, the backstory appeared in the 1990 novelization by Piers Anthony, per Mental Floss. The decision streamlined the narrative but reduced thematic complexity. The cut reflects Hollywood's action bias, prioritizing pace over subtext. The novelization's inclusion enriched fan understanding, highlighting Cohaagen's cruelty. This editing choice underscores creative compromises in blockbusters, with the mutants' origins enhancing the film's world in alternate forms. Total Recall's action focus prevailed, but the backstory's legacy adds depth, resonating in fan analyses. Schwarzenegger performed a stunt sliding down a glass window, cutting his hand and requiring stitches. He resumed filming the same day, showcasing dedication, per facts.net. The stunt, part of a chase, amplified Quaid's desperation, adding intensity. His commitment ensured authenticity, enhancing the sequence's impact. The injury reflects the physical demands of action films, with Schwarzenegger's professionalism shining. The stunt's visceral quality captivated audiences, reinforcing his action hero status. This risk underscores Total Recall's high-stakes production, with Schwarzenegger's resilience shaping its dynamic energy and contributing to its reputation as a thrilling, authentic sci-fi spectacle. A 1990 Nintendo game, Total Recall, developed by Interplay, aimed to capture the film's excitement. Its side-scrolling action suffered from clunky controls and poor graphics, selling only 100,000 copies per CBR. Fans and critics were disappointed, expecting a dynamic adaptation. The game's failure reflects challenges in translating cinematic energy to early gaming. Its limited success highlights the era's technological constraints, with the film's complexity proving hard to replicate. The tie-in's legacy lies in its ambition, despite shortcomings, underscoring Total Recall's cultural reach and the difficulties of cross-media adaptations in the 1990s. Gaming, the 2012 Total Recall remake, starring Colin Farrell, grossed $198 million, but lacked Verhoeven's satire, earning a 31% Rotten Tomatoes rating. Critics noted its generic action and failure to engage Dick's themes, per Collider. The original's ambiguity and practical effects outshone the remake's CGI-heavy approach. The comparison highlights Verhoeven's unique vision, blending humor and philosophy. The remake's lukewarm reception reinforced the 1990 film's superiority, with fans praising its bold tone. This contrast underscores Total Recall's enduring legacy, proving its narrative and stylistic choices remain unmatched in sci-fi cinema, cementing its classic status. Total Recall influenced sci-fi films like The Matrix, 1999, with its reality-bending plot. Lines like "Get your ass to Mars" became pop culture staples, referenced on X and media. Its blend of action, satire, and existential questions ensures relevance, per Mental Floss. The film's philosophical depth and visual innovation inspired filmmakers, shaping the genre. Its legacy lies in sparking debates about reality, amplified by its ambiguous ending. Total Recall remains a cultural touchstone, with its iconic moments and themes resonating across decades, solidifying its place as a sci-fi masterpiece that continues to captivate and provoke. Total Recall, 1990, remains a sci-fi cornerstone, blending groundbreaking effects, philosophical depth, and Schwarzenegger's charisma. These 25-plus facts reveal its turbulent creation, from Mexico City's challenges to Verhoeven's bold vision, shaping a film that grossed $261.4 million and won an Oscar. Its ambiguous ending and iconic lines like "Get your ass to Mars" continue to spark debates and inspire pop culture, influencing films like The Matrix. Whether it's Rob Bottin's Mutants or Sharon Stone's Breakout, Total Recall's legacy endures in its technical and narrative innovation. Revisit this classic to appreciate its artistry and share your thoughts below. For more cinematic insights, explore our site and dive into the stories behind your favorite films. 170 words.